Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. For today, I'm really so excited to be here to presentation about one topic in my science book. But before I tell you what topic is, let me tell some about myself. For those who don't know me already, my name is Liza. I'm 14 years old and I'm a student who studies English at ICE General Education School in level TL3, and I am a student who studying Khmer at Grade High School in grade 8. So this is all about myself, and right now I'm gonna tell you what the topic is. So today our topic is reproduction in flowering plant. In my topic, I divided into three main parts. So as you guys see on the screen, so the first one is what are the parts of a flower and their reproductive function. And the second one is how does pollination occur. And the last is what are the processes involved in fertilization. Let's begin with the first one. What are the parts of flower and their reproductive function? So, there are many kinds of flower around us. They may look different, but all flower has some common part. The main parts of flower are the female and the male part. So, the female part are stigma, style, ovary, and the male part is anther and filament. And let me tell you their function. So the first one of the female part is the stigma. The stigma is position at the tip of style. The flower is fertilized when the pollen lands on the stigma. And the second one is style. The style is a tube-like structure that holds the stigma at the tip. The style also leads down to the ovary. And the last thing that in the female part is ovary. The ovary contains oval, and the neck is male part. So the first one of the male part is anther. The anther contains pollen. The anther is also known as the pollen head. And the last one is filament. The filament is a stalk support the anther. So this is the end for the first one. Let's move to the next. How does pollen occur? So the pollen is a transfer of pollen from the anther to the stigma of a flower. Pollen comes from the same flower or from another flower. Flowers that are pollinated by insects or birds are usually large and colorful. Some have a pleasant scent. Insects and birds are attracted to the color and scent of the flower. And this is the end for the second one, and now it brings me to the end of my presentation. So the last point is what are the processes involved in fertilization. So after the pollen lands on the stigma of the flower, fertilization occurs. So when the pollen grain land on the surface of the stigma, each pollen grains produce a tube called the pollen tube. And that tube grows down from the stigma through the style to the ovary. The ovary of the flower contains oval. Inside each oval is the egg cell. And the pollen tube guards the male reproductive cell from the pollen grain down to the oval. And when the pollen tube reaches to the oval, a male reproductive cell fuses with the egg cell. This process is called fertilization. So this is the end of my presentation, and thank you all very much for listening to my presentation, and see you guys at the next video.